Hey, Craig, let's get into some coffee talk.
Hey, I love it. I love doing some coffee talk.
Well, talk about what?
Dogs, daughters, whatever. It's coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
It's a coffee talk, Mr. Jason.
And I do have some coffee, and I am talking.
I have a Red Bull because we ran out of monsters, and I have a water. No coffee. I'm coffee spoiled because of the espresso machine that you enjoyed.
It was very lovely.
It wasn't.
You guys have a fancy espresso machine.
The missus is fancy. You can't shovel it in the front door as quickly as she can spoon it out the back. But that's neither here nor there. It's interesting talking about just the monsters out, this, that. Nothing is permanent, Mr. Jason.
Right.
We like to get something there. We talk about this a lot, but we like to get something, like get to this goal, achieve this thing, and then have it kind of hum on autopilot. And we talk about it a lot, even with the teledudes and with our teams. I think that we've created situations where things are predictable, right? Things are predictable. We expect certain results based on certain activity. And all these things, I think, hold true. But then there still are those ups and downs.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And I hadn't lost anybody for a long time. I had the message, hey, can you meet? And I thought, that's weird. I haven't had one of those in a long time. And you kind of get it. You get that feeling in your gut, right?
Right.
Are you focused, Mr. Jason?
I'm wondering where you're going. I'm into it, though.
Yeah, no. So we get accustomed to writing a certain amount each month, right? And then if it changes, it can be frustrating. I think unless we understand and recognize that nothing is permanent. Nothing always is going to go that way. You can figure out how to wind back and get it there, but I think you have to be ready for it. And what can happen when we get to a certain level or write a certain amount, or we have the same team for a long time, I think that we need to be ready and a step ahead to anticipate that and remember that nothing is permanent, right? Everything is a state of impermanence. And
right,
we have to embrace that, right? Like, okay, my sales manager is taking another opportunity. So did that create an opportunity, or is it time to freak out, right?
Right.
For me, it actually ended up, it's an opportunity. Because now I can advance somebody else within the organization, move them up. Is it going to require more work? Yeah, I'm going to have to spend time and groom her a little bit. But the thing is she's been in the fire and been seeing how things work for a year and a half now. She's ready.
Right. Yeah. No, it's so true. And I'm sure you're human. So
I'm human.
You might have
sneeze. I sneeze like a human. No, I really thought I did. I had a little bit of a panic knowing that I'm going to be out of town. I thought to myself, this couldn't be at a worse time. But you know what? It's never a good time. It's life. There's always something else going on. If I wasn't leaving, then it would be in the middle of tax season or whatever, right? Like there's always something.
Right. Yeah, it's one of those things. There's been a few of those lately in my world where it's been things are going one direction, and then all of a sudden, out of left field, it like tanks or something happens, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, ooh, you get frustrated. At first, you're like, what the heck? But then you're like, okay, like I need to figure out, where did this go wrong? What are the things that we can do to right the ship right now? But then looking at it 1 year, 2 year, 5 year out, or maybe even 1 month, 2 month, 3 month out. Like, what are the things that you can put in place now that like will make you 10 times stronger if you didn't go through that?
Yeah.
And so I think there's been a couple things with us. I think that with our business that we've kind of done that recently, which was good, because then you find new opportunities within that. But you have to like look at it like that. Like now, okay, now's the opportunity to really dissect this and build it back 5 times stronger. If you're just going to put it back to where it was, probably a waste of time.
Right.
Like then, be pissed about it, right?
Well, and I think that's what I did. I thought about this. Okay, so he's leaving. He's not ready to continue on the journey. Interestingly, though, it seems like looking back now that he hasn't been entirely committed, that he may have been checked out a little bit. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm looking at it that way through a different lens now, but I do know that we've plateaued in the amount that we write, right? It's 225 to 250 each month, which is great. I think that many people would be ultra grateful for that. And I am ultra grateful for that. But what's interesting is that the team is slightly smaller now. We're still writing the same amount. Now it's, okay, new sales manager, new ideas, same approach, but maybe a different way to motivate, right?
Yeah.
A different set of eyes on it, that with the goal of getting to that 300, the goal of getting to the next one. I think the big next one is 500 a month. But that's a big one to chew.
And then so going back to like the permanent, impermanent thing, it's weird how our brains, if we're doing something consistently, it's almost like it becomes expected. It's almost like you're not grateful for it until it's gone. And then it's like, oh my gosh, it's gone. Like, no. Yeah. You had it for a long time.
Right.
You were stoked, right?
Yeah.
You were lucky to have that.
And you didn't have it before.
You didn't have it
gone before.
Right.
Well,
so
Cinderella said it. You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Right. That's true. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why we look at things like that. Like, it's almost like someone took something from you. It's like, dude, you were on borrowed time. If you look at everything impermanent, then everything's on borrowed time. So it's like you're grateful that it lasted that long.
I mean, you get hit by the bus tomorrow and it's all over anyway.
Right.
So I think every moment is precious. Every moment, so there's an opportunity. And sometimes it can get a little tough and then you're like, right? But okay, where's the opportunity? And I think hanging out with the right people helps that. Being around positive people. You're like, okay, I could get pissed or I could look for the opportunity. And I need to look for the opportunity because ain't nobody that I know gonna want to hear any whining.
Nope.
Which is good because I'm not going to accept whining from any of them.
Right.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Be grateful for today and of all the cool stuff you have. And it's funny when you do start off the day, like thinking about those things, then you start from gratitude rather than looking at the 2 or 3 text messages that you got, people calling out, this thing's not working, that thing's not working. You can spiral off that stuff.
Yeah.
You just take an inventory of all this really cool stuff that's happening. And then it's like, a couple bad things.
I mean, this week we had exceptional stuff happen in business, right? For us, for the Teledudes, for all of the different things that we're working on, like exceptional. And we can't even talk about it, but it was so exciting. I was so up. I thought, oh boy, what's going to swing it back to the equilibrium here? And that was one of the things. The transformer behind my office exploded. It didn't catch the building on fire, but it did turn the power off for half the day. And that was interesting because it's 112 out or something. And, the poles are blowing up. So we got that going on over here. And there was one other thing but it's like
I'm grateful that I don't live in Arizona.
I know.
Look at how grateful I am.
Man, it is.
California's awesome.
I sent you a screenshot a picture of my car last night at 9 p.m. or was 9:30? 9:30 p.m. 104. I got it in the car. It said 106. I was trying to get it in time and I went all the way down to 104. Yeah, it's gross.
Icky.
It is.
That's
it's gross.
icky.
At least it's not here. It's a dry heat.
And that's
is that a coffee talk?
Coffee talk.
Yeah.
Be grateful.
Be grateful. Be great. It's your fate. All right. We'll catch you on the next one. Hope this helps. And don't forget, if you aren't a subscriber to this, you got to pound that subscribe button, right?
Yeah.
Take your phone out. Pound it.
Beat it.
Pound it.
Whack it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about those verbs.
Yeah, you gotta whack the button.
Yeah. Just do that and then a little change colors and you'll get downloads all the time. So thank you so much. And now a word from our sponsors.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, Mr. Craig.
That was another awesome episode, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if people want to get a little bit more action and learn how to write 100,000 in premium,
Yes.
Off of even the worst internet leads, where could they go?
They can go to live.teledudes.com.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Are we going to be there?
Yes, it's a weekly call that we're doing right now it's live, and it will show you the process. The entire process is super awesome.
I love it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Sign up right now, live.teledudes.com.
Live.teledudes.com. That's live.teledudes.com.
Hey, Craig, there's a new community that we are starting that I cannot wait to tell everybody about. It is our live texting community where you and I are going to answer people's questions and give them free content, right?
Are you kidding me? We get to talk to them?
Yeah, which is awesome, but they have to opt in. They have to text us at 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
Nice.
Craig, are you going to respond to these texts?
I'm going to respond to them for sure. Live.
I'm into it too. It's going to be awesome. And it's going to be our new texting community where we're going to get back to everybody that we can and drop some crazy content, free content, and free the calculator that you just came up with. That's right. The calling calculator, sales material. I mean, everything for insurance agents. This is it. It's the best texting community out there for insurance agents.
Well, what the heck is that number again? I can't remember it.
It's 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
I love it. I'm going to text it right now.
520-214-2219.
All right. I'll see you later, Mr. Jason.
Bye, Mr. Craig.
Wait, do they even listen to this on the radio anymore?
I love it. I love it. Nice.
All right.